Here's the weird part. Minecraft looks like it should have been forgotten years ago. So why is it still beating games that look 100 times better? If you've ever looked at Minecraft and thought, wait, this is one of the biggest games in the world? Yeah, same. Because let's be honest, Minecraft doesn't exactly look like it was designed to make your graphics card sweat. The world is made of cubes. The characters have faces that look like they were drawn during a lunch break, and a tree is basically a stack of green squares sitting on top of a brown rectangle. Meanwhile, modern games are out here giving us realistic skin pores, cinematic lighting, and reflections so detailed you can practically see the developer's electricity bill. So how did Minecraft become one of the most successful video games ever without having amazing graphics? And more importantly, why do people keep coming back to it year after year? To understand that, we have to go back to when Minecraft first started taking off. When the game began gaining serious attention, the gaming industry was already obsessed with making everything look more realistic. Bigger textures, better shadows, more detailed characters, more explosions. Basically, if a game could make your computer sound like a jet engine, somebody was probably proud of it. Minecraft went in the complete opposite direction. Instead of trying to make the world look real, it made the world look simple, almost ridiculously simple, and that turned out to be one of its biggest advantages. Because Minecraft wasn't really selling graphics, it was selling freedom. Most games give you a world and then tell you what you're supposed to do inside it. Follow the mission, defeat this boss, save this person, go here, don't go there. Minecraft basically looks at all of that and says, nah, you figure it out. You spawn in the middle of nowhere with nothing but your hands, punch a tree like a completely normal person, make some tools, build a tiny dirt house, and suddenly you're playing one of the most popular games ever made. There isn't some giant arrow screaming, "Go this way, idiot." The game gives you a world and lets you decide what that world means. And that's where the simple graphics become incredibly useful, because Minecraft doesn't try to show you everything. It gives you just enough for your brain to fill in the rest. A block of stone doesn't have to look like real stone. You already know what stone is. A square tree doesn't need hundreds of individual leaves. Your brain understands the idea. This means the world is incredibly easy to read, incredibly easy to modify, and incredibly easy to recognize. You can look at a Minecraft screenshot for half a second and immediately know what you're looking at. That's powerful. And honestly, your computer is probably grateful too. But the real genius of Minecraft is what those simple visuals allow players to do. You can build almost anything. A castle, a city, a working computer, a replica of the Earth, a giant statue, or if you're like me, a suspiciously large dirt box because you ran out of time and called it a starter house. The game doesn't just let you consume content, it lets you create it. And once players start creating things, something interesting happens. They want to show those things to other people. That's where Minecraft became much bigger than a game. YouTube, streaming, mods, multiplayer servers, maps, challenges, roleplay, speedruns, survival series. Minecraft basically became a machine for producing new content. One game could create thousands of completely different experiences. You could watch someone survive 100 days in Minecraft, then watch someone build an entire civilization, then watch another person spend 12 hours trying to defeat the game with a wooden sword for absolutely no good reason, and somehow we'd watch all of it. This also explains why Minecraft has survived for so long. A lot of games have a shelf life. You play them, finish them, and eventually move on. Minecraft doesn't really have an ending in the traditional sense. Even after you defeat the Ender Dragon, the game basically looks at you and says, "Cool, anyway, what are you building next?"
There is always another project, another update, another mod, another server, another ridiculous challenge someone invented at 3 a.m. And then there's something even more powerful: nostalgia. Millions of people discovered Minecraft when they were kids. They built their first dirt house, fought their first creeper, spent way too long looking for diamonds, and probably lost an entire inventory of valuable items because they thought, yeah, I can definitely survive this fall. Years later, those same players can come back to Minecraft and instantly recognize the sounds, the music, the blocks, and the strange little pixelated world they remember. That's not just game design anymore. That's emotional memory. And Minecraft also managed to become incredibly accessible. You don't need to understand a complicated control system. You don't need to memorize 100 characters. You don't need to know the entire history of the universe before starting. You can literally hand Minecraft to someone who has never played a video game before, and 5 minutes later, they're punching a tree. It's one of the rare games that can be extremely simple on the surface while becoming unbelievably deep once you start exploring it. Then there's the community. Minecraft isn't one game anymore. It's an entire ecosystem. There are servers with their own economies, communities, mini-games, competitions, mods that completely transform the experience, and creators who have built entire careers around the game. That's why comparing Minecraft to a normal video game doesn't really work anymore. Minecraft is closer to a platform. It's a sandbox where the players themselves keep generating new reasons to come back. And this is where the graphics question finally starts to make sense. Minecraft didn't succeed despite its simple graphics. In many ways, it succeeded because of them. The blocky style made the game instantly recognizable. It kept the world readable. It made building easier. It gave players room to imagine. And because the visuals weren't trying to imitate reality, they aged incredibly well. A game from 10 or 15 years ago can look old very quickly when it's chasing realism. But Minecraft's art style was never trying to compete with reality in the first place. It created its own visual language. That's the strange thing about Minecraft. A game with some of the simplest visuals in modern gaming ended up creating one of the biggest worlds in gaming. It didn't need to show you what everything could be. It gave you the tools to decide for yourself. And maybe that's the real reason Minecraft keeps winning. Because people aren't coming back for the graphics. They're coming back for what they can do inside them.